came from Jesus.
Today's word is reciprocity. Reciprocity. Don't ask me to do a damn thing that you wouldn't do for me.
Hello everyone, I hope all is well. Now listen, I just got through watching the press conference that the Hoover police did on the Carlee situation, and it's the icing on the cake. Now, one thing I must say before I continue to the video, this mental illness excuse that people use for deviant behavior is annoying, because this is diabolical. Carlee Russell is diabolical and a dangerous person. She's a thief, she's dishonest, and like I said, she's selfish. And listen, I don't care what anyone says. I am an empath with discernment. I am not going to let my empathy roam into unsavory spaces. She does not deserve anything but punishment for what she did. She had those white people. I mean, the fortunate thing is that those white women had provider husbands that allowed them to be out there searching for her ass, while she created a whole story that was a lie. Unbelievable. It was all a freaking lie. So because of the fact that she was working so damn hard to be famous, now she has infamy on her side. Let's see how she'll deal with it. Now listen to this.
Claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. Detectives, the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back.
Question. I wonder if they were able to do a composite sketch of the orange hair man, because I guess she would have seen his face before they blindfolded her. Blindfolded but not bounded. Okay.
She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone. Part of what data included several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert?" was searched.
No, who pays for an Amber Alert? Isn't that an automatic emergency alert? It's used generally to indicate that there is danger within a certain radius, and also speaks specifically to a particular age group. Now, why would she research Amber Alert in her big ass age? Ridiculous.
On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught."
Listen, my theory is that this girl is problematic, and I guess she must have been problematic to her parents for a long time. She's a thief, and she's a dumb thief as well, because she's leaving a paper trail. You know, but the thing is, I do believe that she gets her lack of accountability genes from her parents.
Was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken.
Now, at this point, I'll keep my promise. And reveal to you that there was actually a child in this mess. And the child was Carlee Russell. Yeah, because she has a toddler mentality. The child she was talking to while she was on the phone speaking with her sister-in-law or whomever was herself. She is a child. She has a mental age maybe of a 10-year-old. And I'm not saying that to insult 10-year-olds because they're extremely smart 10-year-olds. Because the things that her Google search revealed speaks to her mindset and her mentality. This young woman is selfish and diabolical. The flip side to that is she's not very smart as well. Because how could you Google Taken? Taken is a movie about someone being abducted. That is a situation you have absolutely no control over. Now, for a woman who disappeared herself, I would think that you would more want to learn about something that you can control, which would have been Gone Girl, because that is why I started to call her Gone Girl. Wow. Silly rabbit. No wonder the plot imploded.
A film about abduction was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Parents.
Now, what he's saying in other words is, ma'am, you are a liar. We do not believe you. We have come to the conclusion that all we did was in vain and that you are a fraud. It was all a hoax. Now, I would admonish Carlee Russell's parents and Carlee. Well, she's controlled by her parents, so it seems. I would be very careful moving forward, especially with the things that I say. Because if she's going to double down on the lie, she's still going to be held accountable for that. But if she decides to take the mental episode route, that could see her maybe being committed. Who are not in denial with the inclusion of the authorities who have the power to make decisions that would affect her life adversely are all aware. Even Stevie Wonder could see through her bullshit. So either way, I mean, she sought fame, but she has gotten infamy, and I don't know if this is how she's going to deal with this, because I can't see her ever being able to live this down. I cannot. So she has to be careful either way. Now, moving forward, she will be known as a liar, a thief, and someone who makes up stories for attention. And like everyone is positing, because a man did not want her and moved on to a stripper, he's in love with a stripper, will precede her. Now, this is Newton's law of motion in full effect. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
I said what I said.
Damn, this is a lot for you to absorb, which makes it even more important for us to continue this conversation down in the comment section. And please like and share my video and subscribe. Anyway, as always, stay safe and be self-aware. And again, subscribe for more snippets of wisdom and real talk. See you in the next video.